Hello and welcome to another of my vlogs. I hope you're all keeping well and that you've managed to be getting out on your bike in the lovely weather that we've been experiencing. You'll see today that it's light cloud behind me, occasionally breaks and the sun comes through. Temperature is currently around 16°C and the wind from the north is about 10 kilometers per hour. Today you join me on a 110 kilometer ride. We're currently 20 kilometers in, having come out from Billingham, past the Golden Gates, through Thorpe Hughes, past Red Marshall to Winnie Hill, across the A66 and through Long Newton. I was wondering where to go today for this ride, and then I remembered Michael, who you might remember from the vlog Michael Surpasses 5,000, had mentioned to me, had I been to see the gorilla? I can't remember ever seeing a gorilla, but he had said that it was in somebody's garden down at Little Langton. So I thought today we'd go and have a look and see if we could find it. And now we're making our way through Horworth towards Croft, as we've done on a number of vlogs. At Croft we turn left and go over the River Tees into North Yorkshire, and I'll be following the route that I took in my blog Spelling My Bicycle Make as far as Dalton-on-Tees. Dalton-on-Tees is off to the left here, but the crossroads we're going to turn right. As we're making for the Scorton Road. Croft Motor Racing Circuit is off here to the right. Not that we can see anything because of the big hedge and the trees that are there to help with noise abatement. We're just coming into Dalton Gates now, and Paddock Farm Garden Centre is here on the left. There's a nice cafe in there if you fancy a cafe stop. After Dalton Gates we come to the junction with the B1263, where we turn right and make our way towards Scorton. At the crossroads here, North Cowton is off to the right and East Cowton to the left. I'm sure we crossed here on the vlog Will There Be Cake, and in the distance you can see that we have to climb Atley Hill. When we buy milk in the supermarket, it's all been pasteurised, and it doesn't matter what brand you get, it all tastes the same. However, there are some places that do sell raw milk, which hasn't been pasteurised. This place on the left here is one of them, just after Atley Hill. Just one proviso, it's recommended that raw milk is not drunk by young children, the elderly and pregnant ladies. This road would ultimately take us to Scorton, but we're not going there today. In a few hundred metres we're going to be turning left and making our way through a couple of hamlets to reach the village of Little Langton. The first of these is the hamlet of Forest, which we visited during my blog Searching for Cycling Books. We actually came up from the right here. In my vlog Searching for Cycling Book, we turned left here and made our way up to Strathlam and Danby Wisk. Today we're carrying on as we want to go to the village of Great Langton. This is the second hamlet that we pass through. It's called Whitwell. As we come to the main Northallerton to Scorton Road, the B6271, we're going to turn left. However, if you fancy a bit of a break, you could turn right for a few hundred metres and go to the cafe at Kipling Hall. I've turned off onto a minor road that runs along to Kirby Leatham and which crosses the River Swale. This road could take us to many places south, and maybe that's the subject for some vlogs in the future. Back on the bike again. We continue on the main Northallerton Scorton Road through the village of Great Langton. However, at the end of the village, instead of following the main road round, we turn to go off to the village of Little Langton. It's a minor road, keeps us off all the traffic, but it certainly is bouncy. We've arrived at the hamlet of Little Langton. And now, as Michael has suggested, I'll turn off on the road to Trintoff. And this is where I have to look for the gorilla. Hope it's not going to jump out of the trees on the right. What's that up ahead on the left? Yeah, there is a gorilla here. That was well worth the ride in itself. I was quite surprised to see that in the garden. Brilliant. Just keep your eyes open as you go around these small roads. You can come across horses like this. Well, we're arriving at Trintoff now. We could go straight on at the crossroads here, but that would take us to the main Northallerton Bedale Road. What we're going to do is turn left and make our way back up to the main Northallerton Scorton Road. Here's another great summer sight. All the straw just waiting to be baled. Unfortunately, it's a late summer sight and we can expect autumn to be coming shortly. Look at that. Brambles just starting to change colour. Shouldn't be too long until they're really sweet. Let's try one. Nice and soft, but not really sweet yet. I suppose the old saying that you shouldn't actually pick them until there's been a touch of frost probably is correct, and it probably gives them a bit of flavour. At the end of the road, we turn right back onto the Northallerton Scorton main road and make our way to Yafforth. We're just coming into Yafforth now, and if we carry straight on the main road, we'd reach Northallerton in about 3 kilometres, but we're turning off to the left and making our way back to Danby Wisk. You might be able to see in the distance the farmer going around with his rakes, pulling the hay in this field into nice straight lines ready for him to bale it. You might ask, how did I know that that was hay rather than straw, which is produced after the harvest of wheat, barley and oats? Well, just by looking at it, I could see that it was grass-like and all the seed heads were still on the stalks. Now in Danby Wisk, and we're going to turn right and we'll be making our way up to Dayton. Going straight on would take us to the Northallerton Road, but here we're going to turn left. marked for Brompton and Darlington, and we'll follow the Brompton option for a little while. The road at the top of this little rise is the busy A167, or what used to be the old A1. We need to turn left on this for a few hundred metres, but always get into this central lane, which, as you'll see, turns into right turn lane for going off to Brompton and Dayton. I've mentioned it before when I've been out this way. There's a number of the farms here on the road, this one on the right and the next one which is on the left, that sell fresh eggs. There's other places where you can pick up bread, scones and biscuits. If you're in any need for these, then why not give them a try? Help support the farmer, and maybe you'll enjoy the fresh produce they have on sale. And we'll turn right here for East Langton. I've stopped in the field entrance where I described how we found the hill that wasn't there. I thought it was a nice place just to stop, have another bit of flapjack before continuing on. Here's another couple of signs that summer is now starting to transform itself into autumn. Red berries on the bushes and plenty sloes for making sloe gin if that's what you like. The junction here, we're turning left for East Langton, but on my vlog, the hill that isn't there, we came from the right down from East Harsley. The Cleveland Hills might not be looking as colourful today without the sun, but even in the misty conditions, they've still got a moody atmosphere and quite beautiful. We've arrived at Hutton Rugby. Shortly we'll be going through the dip, but I don't think I'll show you me climbing through that today. You've seen it enough in the last few vlogs. But let me show you something that's akin to the gorilla that I've seen as I pass through Hutton Rugby. I'll just pull in here and let you see it. It's an old tree stump that's been carved in the shape of a bird. Many people seem to think that it's an owl, but to me it looks more like it's a hawk of some nature. Looking at it from the side here, the eyes appear to be too much on the side of the head for it to be an owl, but that might just be how the tree was felled and they had to make do as best as possible. Certainly the breast and the way it sits on there does resemble an owl. Somebody's been recycling logs as well. Look at this little train that's been produced for the guard. That's a Hutton Rugby done again. Never gets any easier. Can't have too much further to go. We're back into the borough of Stockton and Tees, but the windmills certainly are turning. Wind's about 15 kilometres an hour from the north, passing through Hilton now, and then he'll be over the top of the A19 and I'll roll down to the Fox Covert at Ingleby Barrack. We'll essentially be going straight across as we are going to use the cycle pass Ingleby Barrack. We've transited Ingleby Barrack and now we're in the green space between it and Stockton. Back in Stockton, we'll take our usual way through to the barrage over Victoria Bridge. I'm at the barrage now with 100 kilometres completed. Just the ride back up to Billingham to complete the 110 kilometres for the ride. As you've just seen, I've just come up the cycle path adjacent to the A19 and I'm now only about 3 kilometres away from home and I'm still feeling reasonably fresh. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me today. It's been a bit different without the sunshine, just the right temperature I think for pushing on the ride that we've done today. Thanks for watching and I hope I see you again on another vlog. Until then, bye for now, stay safe and enjoy your cycling. I'll leave you with a view of the ride along the river from the barrage.